Howdy peeps, Lois here. Yeah, I know it's been a while. This is just a quick video. Just to say, if you are feeling triggered by something or someone right now, good. And I say that because I myself have been triggered like fuck right now. And the reason it's good is because triggering is telling you that there is something still inside of you that is not healed, that is not in alignment, that you are still holding on to something, some core wound, some limiting belief, some bullshit story, and it is just being reflected back to you through another person or through a situation, circumstance. So what do you do? Okay, the first thing is allow yourself to feel whatever the fuck you feel. If you are angry, if you are upset, if you want to scream, if you want to call them every name under the sun, if you want to scream about how unfair it is, whatever the situation is. I have spent a good few hours crying this morning. I have had about 2 hours sleep because I spent the night crying. And not because of what the other person said or did, although it kind of was, but it wasn't. This is going to make sense. So what happened in the situation with somebody last night was simply reflecting back everything that I have been dominantly focusing on, believing, and doing energetically through my thinking and through my behaviors, through my beliefs, and through my wounding. The person was reflecting back to me that I wasn't feeling loved, that I wasn't feeling respected, that I was feeling manipulated, that I was feeling not good enough, not worthy, not chosen, all of my core wounds coming up. And what I realized is it's so easy, I've always said this, it's so easy to point the finger and blame the person or the situation for hurting you, for doing these things. But when I stepped back from it and I finally grounded myself, I said, and this is what you need to do. You have to ask yourself, what is this showing me about me? What is this teaching me? Where is this feeling coming from? Because the person or the situation is not the problem, is not the root cause of it. Because you can't be triggered unless you have something inside of you already to be triggered. So you have to identify what it is that's coming up in you. What feeling is it? And you need to fucking honor that feeling. Cry, scream, rant, do whatever you need to do. Let the energy move. Allow the thoughts to come and go. Don't fixate and don't hold on to them. Don't get obsessed with them. Just allow them to be there. It could take you minutes. It could take you hours. It could take you days. You have to allow it to move through you and feel what you feel and honor it. It's okay. You're not going to fuck anything up, right? Once you've allowed all that to process, step back from the situation and look at all the things that you are perceiving that person or the situation is doing to you, whether it's through their actions or their words. How are they making you feel? What is this situation bringing up in you? For example, with me, I was feeling not chosen, not good enough, not worthy, not loved. I was feeling disrespected, manipulated. I was feeling like I was being taken advantage of, like I wasn't appreciated, like I was discarded, that someone else would be better. And those are core wounds that I've carried my whole life. And they're just being played out. And what I recognized is that I was the one that was trying to force and manipulate situations. I was the one feeling needy and wanting and craving that attention and all of that affection. And I was pouring all of my focus and energy onto them, onto the situation, onto all the negative things that I was seeing. Knowing full well, because I teach this, that's not what you're supposed to fucking do. But we all need those moments. And I recognized that person was just reflecting everything I'd been thinking and believing and feeling back to me so that I could see it and recognize it and deal with it. And it's a blessing. And you really need to try and find gratitude in that moment. When you get that clarity to go, oh shit, now I see. So I pause, I reflect. And in this moment, once you've seen all the things that are coming up in you and you know where it's coming from and why it's there, this is when the detachment happens. So you have to remove yourself and detach, not physically, but mentally and energetically and emotionally. You have to remove yourself from the situation and the person and just purely focus on you. It's nothing to do with them or anything outside of you, because everything that you've been storing up and everything you've been thinking and feeling has just manifested. You did this, okay? You created this. And there's no bad thing about that. We do it all the time. We manifest all the time through our thoughts and our beliefs and everything else. We're doing it all day, every day. This is just one of those moments. So I ground myself. I recognize what is going on and where it's coming from and what are these wounds and why they're there. And then you have to bring it all back to you. Whatever you've been pushing out there, whatever you've been craving or seeking from a situation or a person, it's time to bring it back to you. That need for feeling appreciated, give it to yourself. The need to feel loved, give it to yourself. Everything that you have been craving from someone or something else, it's time to give it back to yourself. And that can be in many ways. You know, you've got to do whatever makes you feel loved again, whatever makes you feel good enough, whatever makes you feel worthy, whatever you have to do, that's what you need to do. And not in a superficial way. So, okay, going out and getting a spa treatment, great. Going out, getting a massage, going and hanging with your friends, they're all wonderful. But they're temporary fixes and they're still seeking from outside of you. So you can do those things to just balance you and get you in a good place. And when you're in the good place, that's when you want to come into yourself and start looking at all the ways that you know you're good enough, that you know you're lovable. You know, look for the evidence if you need to, but recognize, what do I love about me? What are the best things about me? What are my best qualities? What do I really like about me? You know, what are my good points? What am I grateful for? And really focus on those. For me, I was there going, well, I know I'm loved. I know I'm worthy. I know I'm good enough. I know nobody's better than me. You know, we're all equals. We're all perfect in our own way, but I wasn't being ignored. I wasn't undervalued. I wasn't underappreciated from them. I was undervaluing and underappreciating myself. I was self-abandoning myself. I was overgiving to something instead of giving to me. I was pouring all this attention and love elsewhere and then wondering why I felt empty. I was constantly seeing lack instead of abundance. I was craving something instead of feeling like I've already got it. And that's when I'm able to now go, okay, I don't need any of this stuff from this person. I don't need their approval to feel validated. I don't need their affection and attention to know that I'm loved. I don't even need their love to know that I'm loved. I don't need anything from them at all. And I certainly don't need to be focusing all of my time and my attention and my affection and my love on them just to feel it back. You know, it's like giving a load of money to someone else and expecting you to feel rich. It doesn't work like that. If you want to feel so wonderful, loved and abundant and happy and content and respected and nurtured and cherished and adored, you got to give that to yourself first. You got to feel that first, and that gets reflected back to you. So everything that's mirrored to you, everything that happens outside of you, please, if you're feeling triggered right now, see the value in it. Be grateful for it. Understand why it's there. Understand now, hopefully, how to work with it, how to turn it to your advantage. Start changing the story that you've got about this situation. You know, my boss absolutely loves the work I do because I'm a good worker. This person, my husband, my boyfriend, my friend, whatever it is, they love spending time with me because I'm such a fun person. You know, this money that I feel like I don't have, I'm okay. I have all the abundance I need. Money is always coming to me every day because I'm worthy of it. Because I'm really good with money. Because money is fun. Because money allows me to do the things I love doing. Being able to change the story, reframe and transform and transmute the energy behind it, because it's all energetics at the end of the day. Thoughts, feelings, it's all energy. And you have to get in that right frequency. You think everything has a frequency, right? Money, love, abundance, success, fame, fortune, all of these things. They all have a particular frequency. And you've got to tap into that. So if this is the frequency of love up here and you're really wanting a loving, fulfilling relationship, but your frequency is down here, there's misalignment. If you're really seeking, to be successful and rich, and the frequency for that is up here and you're down here, again, misalignment. So you've got to build that frequency back up till you meet it. And that's when the manifestations come in. The thing that tends to cause the problem is when we're triggered, we almost hyperfixate. We almost start to question and we doubt that anything is working out for us, that this is all bullshit, that everything's gone to hell and back, and we should just give up. And in some way, you're right. It's not about giving up. It's simply about letting go. What is letting go? Letting go is just, if you imagine that you're so tightly gripped onto something, like imagine what it's like when you try and grip sand or you try and grip water in your hands. It just falls out. But when you're gently just holding it, it stays. And it's the same with manifestations. It's the same with anything in life. The tighter we grip, the tighter we squeeze, the more life we're draining out of it and the more life we're draining out of ourselves. So find some level of peace with it. Come back into yourself and start giving yourself all the things that you have been seeking and chasing and wanting from other people and situations. Bring that back to you. Build that frequency back up. Build that energy back up. And then you'll come back into alignment with the very thing that you were wanting anyway, the thing that you were manifesting. I'm certainly really grateful when I get triggered because I know the value that's in it now. And even though I've felt like shit for the last 24 hours, even though I still have these little thoughts going on in my head, that, God, is this ever going to work out? And maybe I just need to give up. Maybe I should just, put my energy somewhere else. I'm right in all of those counts. I need to put that energy on me. I need to put that focus on me. And when I do, things will always work out. So if you are triggered right now, whatever it is, allow yourself to feel what you feel. Take however long you need until you can start to rebalance and start to regulate your emotions. Step away from the situation, gain some distance in that perspective that you've got. Look at all the things that are coming up in you, all the wounds, all the feelings, the emotions, everything that you're recognizing that you perceive are coming from this 3D situation or this person. Look at all those things and start to recognize where they are in you. What stories are they coming from? What beliefs and things have you been telling yourself where these have then manifested in 3D? It's not a blame thing. It's partly accountability, but it's also a big part of the healing. So once you've got to that place where you've recognized all these things, give yourself all the things that you in that moment really need, that you were seeking from someone or something else. Start to bring it back to you. Really channel all of your energy and your focus back on you. Doesn't matter how long it takes. You might be able to, like for me, sometimes it can take minutes, sometimes it's hours. At this moment, I'm so triggered. I think it's going to take me a good few days, potentially a week, before I'm fully there. But I know the best thing I can do for myself right now is to distance myself completely from the person, to take space, not to get a reaction, not to try and manipulate the situation, purely for me, because I need it. Because it's for my well-being, for my sanity, for my state. Because I want to get back into the position I was in before, where I was feeling so good and so loved, and I wasn't allowing myself to be shaken by whatever the other person said or did. And whenever you lose that focus, whenever you start pouring more of your love and affection and energy and attention into the external, into other people and other things, you're taking away from yourself. And the way manifestation works, the law of attraction, is it's a magnetic thing. So if you're chasing something, you're pushing against it, you're pushing it away. If you're simply embodying it and being it and feeling it, you start to radiate that out. And that energy is like a magnetic pulse that starts to suck everything into it. It's a process. It's practice. You have to be consistent with it. And don't beat yourself up about it. Don't judge yourself. Don't give yourself a hard time. I know it's easy to do that. I've done it myself. Allow yourself however long it takes for you to recalibrate and come back into a very balanced state. I myself am now going to climb a mountain, and I'm going to probably cry all the way up the mountain. But when I get to the top, my intention is to let it all go, bring it all back to me. And when I come back down the mountain, what I'm bringing back with me is everything that I have given away to that other person, to that situation, everything that I have taken away from me, I will be bringing back and giving back to me. And that is my dominant focus. So I hope this video helped. Follow those steps. And if you need any advice and you need any help, I'm here. You can reach me on my website. The details are in the drop box below. We can work on coaching. And the thing I want you to really understand is that it doesn't matter what coaches or who you're following on the internet. It doesn't matter all these manifestation coaches that look like they got their shit together. Trust me, they haven't. They've gone through the exact same process that you're probably going through now. I will never profess having my shit together. As I said, I'm a guinea pig for myself. I'm still learning and practicing all these things myself, and I'm sharing all of the things I have learned with you to help you. But the key thing here is we're in this together. We have to support each other and have a little bit more patience and grace with ourselves. So yeah, if I can help and assist with you, I certainly will. And I don't want you to think that because I get emotional or because that I am experiencing something at the moment, that means I can't help, because that's not the case. You know, it's like they say, you wouldn't learn how to be rich from a beggar. You wouldn't learn how to be a singer from someone who can't sing. And equally, if you want to learn how to build your self-esteem, build your confidence, change your self-concept, master your energy, master your mindset, and start living an abundant life and being able to manifest, then you want to learn from someone who's going through the exact same process as you and has come out the other side and is not afraid to tell you that we all go through it. So, as I said, I hope this video has helped, and if you need anything, You've got my details below, but I would also love to hear from you in the comment below to just affirm, just give me the comment, I love myself. Just that. Just say it to yourself as many times as you need, because we don't hear it enough and we don't say it enough. So right now, I want you to tell yourself, I love myself. And I want you to feel that, embody that, and carry that with you. And hopefully, I'll see you all soon when I get down the mountain. In the meantime, take care. Oh, and by the way, pink hair. Speak to you all soon. Bye.